regret naming my son Buhari. People beat him every day because of his name. Man cries out. President Muhammadu Buhari is losing his huge followership amongst his people in the north. This is hugely connected to his poor performance, which has left many of his supporters disappointed. Before his election in 2015, you mention Buhari in any northern state, you will be showered gifts and praises. The president's popularity was unmatched. However, times have changed and it is very unsafe to be connected to Mr. President in any way. It is either you are beaten or harassed. One man narrated his regret for naming his son Buhari. 45-year-old Salisu Matagwa from Gombe State was first changed his son's name from Buhari to Rabiu Kwakwanso. Wow. He said the decision became necessary in order to save his son from embarrassment, humiliation and attacks by people who thought he was named after President Muhammadu Buhari, whose regime he said had become unpopular because of his poor performance and unfavorable policies. Apparently, Salisu had named his son in 2011 after one Salisu Buhari, but people believe he was related to President Muhammadu Buhari and had always showered him gifts before 2015. However, he told Punch newspaper that things have since changed as the people are suffering. They kept calling the young boy, General Buhari everywhere he went. Once they heard his name, they would shout General President, thinking it was named after the president. I didn't like the boy then, even as the father, because I was not pleased with the person people thought he was named after. I didn't show the boy adequate love. I regretted naming him Buhari because of the negative perceptions attached to the name. On my on on why the people attack his son, he said they thought he is related to the president who make them suffer. Yes, many times people saw him outside, they would start beating him. Some went to the extent of insulting him, telling him how they were suffering, and I cannot go everywhere with him, even when he now is now Rabiu, formerly Buhari, visited his maternal grandmother. It was worse. It got a point when she called me to complain about the incessant cases of harassment my son was going through. Even in our house, she pleaded with me to do something about the name. That was in 2019. I had to promise her that on Rabi's forthcoming birthday, I would formally change his name, which I did in January 1st, 2020. Salisu is one out many other people out there that are bearing the brunt of this present administration's perceived poor performance. So guys, in my opinion, I just think this man, he has right to do whatever he wants to do. But I don't even believe that the people in that region are saying it the way this man is saying it. One out of how many? If really they love they don't like what is happening, they know what to do. They are the same people who love the their predicament. They love the insecurity they go through. They are the one bearing the brunt. Mostly you talk of poverty, illiteracy, children out of school, you talk of crimes, you talk of insurgency, every bad thing is embedded in that area, and you have never seen them coming out to say no, no, we don't want this, we don't want it, things must change. But when it comes to the issue of a national interest that people will come out to protest, you will see them coming. They will go and recruit the same people. They will be saying, say Baba, say Baba, say Baba. These are the people who were shouting, say Baba, 2019, 2015, say Baba, say Baba. But what is happening now? They are comfortable. How many? One out of how many millions of them coming out to say they don't like it? They love what is happening. They love it. They love what they are experiencing. So I don't even believe in all of these things. Like I said, the man is entitled to his opinion. Maybe if that is what he feels. But in general, to not think that the people in that region feels that or feel that Buhari has disappointed them. To them, he has not disappointed them. They prefer him to be dead than for anybody to be there. So let them continue to bear it. He has his own right to change his name if that is the way he feels. But how many of him like that are in that area that are saying all of these things? You hear them saying all manner of things. Oh, Buhari is the best. Buhari is the this and when you talk about poverty, they don't care. They don't bother. You talk about, most especially, what even baffles me mostly is this issue of insecurity, that they are the ones experiencing all of these things day in, day out. Go and see the numbers of IDP camp in that region, and yet they are not coming out to protest. I remember when the issue of Showore came up, when people went to the human rights office. We saw what they did to the Jadeyanju, the same set of people, and everybody just like, oh, see, can you even see the caliber of people even supporting this president? Because I believe when you talk about real Nigerians, the real Nigerians are the ordinary people. The ordinary people. If you want to assess a country, if you want to know the quality of a country, go and check their people. Go and check the masses. We are not talking of those who have one position or the other, who are occupying one position or the other. Those are not the real Nigerians in the real sense, as in, as a in a family. When you see a man that is wealthy, you look at his children. When you see his children, you see his wife, you see how his children are being taken care of. You know that, of course, these children really came from a good background, that a good parents is really taking care of them. But reverse is the case in Nigeria. You will see our politicians living in affluence, but the people they are presiding over, just check them. So when you come and see this kind of people wearing, just look at them from head to toe, come in and say, Baba, that they beat up the Adeyanju. So you want to tell me that they don't love what is happening? Because their lifestyle is different from the people from the southern part of the country, because their lifestyle, they love it. And the people who really know what is obtainable, they will not even want to accept that kind of lifestyle, but they love it. This man is just one out of millions coming out to say, oh, because of his personal experience and all of that. But how many of them, just like we have been saying, when you talk of people who are supposed to be holding protests day in, day out in this country, supposed to be from that region, but they don't do it. Like I said, children out of school, amajiris, the illiteracy, poverty, the insurgency, embedded in that place. Yet they are not bothered. And you want to tell me that they are saying that Buhari has not done much? No, they love it. They love it, in my opinion. It is people who are really, who know what is obtainable, who know what is right, will be able to tell the difference. But those people, they don't know the difference between good governance and bad governance. And someone says here, what were you thinking naming your son after a white worker like Buhari? Buhari is bad news anywhere, everywhere. Buhari is synonymous with backwardness, mediocrity, injustice, gross corruption, satanic Islamization, gross incompetence, wow, nepotism, cronyism, and all manner of evils and wickedness. Someone say rubbish. The president was re-elected overwhelmingly by the northerners, so this article makes no sense. Someone say, probably to you. It makes no sense to you. Like I said, these people, they know what they talk of. When you talk about people who really voted them, go and check their lifestyle now. Just like I said, if you want to know how wealthy a country is, go and check their people. How many IDP camps? They don't even know their right from their left. They believe that the kind of lifestyle they are living is the best. So are you going to blame such people? You're not going to blame them now. Definitely they will still come out and vote for him. And that's why I said I don't even believe that they are suffering, or they know that they are even suffering in the first place. Someone say you should have named him Biladi. Okay, now what Kwankwanso did to you, shame on you. And someone says they better beat him. Illiterate is a bigger disease than poverty. How does your child bearing Buhari makes people call him general? You all that area boys. I don't know what this person is talking about. The area boys do. I don't know. Someone say you can't even thank God that he gave you wisdom to name him Buhari. Punch and people start calling him general. There is no area boy Agbiru in Buhari's family, not to talk of his children. And PMB is today the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria since 2023. Either Punch and his willers like it or not. And someone says, they are coming after you. There is no area boy or Agbiru in Buhari's family. And then, does that put food on anyone's table? Why don't you name your children Buhari then, if you think that name is okay for you? And someone say, but it's still the same northerners that gave him that winning vote for second tenure. Why do they now have him? It doesn't make sense. Many didn't actually read the story of the man. The boy was born in 2011 and not when Buhari became president. Someone says, sound serious. This is serious. PMB has condemned that name. You better change it. So guys, let's hear from you what you think about what this man has said. Whether it's, it's really it's related to what's or with the happenings in the country now and with the situation now. Leave your comments below. Bye.